The history of Turkey is deeply intertwined with the conquest of Constantinople, a city of immense historical significance. Originally christened Gaston Linia and later named Constantinople after the Roman Emperor Constantine, it stood as a bastion of human civilization for nearly a millennium. Constantinople served as the cradle of civilization, uncontested by any other civilization until the advent of Islam, which eventually led to its fall. In 1453, one of the most significant episodes in recorded human history unfolded: the conquest of Constantinople. This cataclysmic and seismic disruption marked the end of the Roman Empire and saw the triumph of Islam over Byzantine and Roman empires. The Muslim Ummah, with Suleiman Fatih at its helm, achieved victory and transformed Constantinople into Istanbul, its modern-day name. Interestingly, Prophecies had foretold the recapture of Constantinople, describing a miraculous conquest without bloodshed. Hadiths spoke of 70,000 Bani Ishaq, likely referring to converts who would play a key role in this conquest. Their collective takbir would cause the city's walls to crumble, paving the way for a unique victory. The identity of Bani Ishaq remains debatable, with interpretations pointing to either the Romans or the descendants of the Yahud. However, regardless of the controversy, future events hold great significance and await divine unfolding, with Allah holding the ultimate knowledge. The conquest of Gaston Linia, christened Linia Constantini as Constantinople, named after the Roman Emperor Constantine. The Roman leaders were so empowered that they sought to name cities after themselves. Thus, it was common to do so. Consequently, Constantine designated the city as his capital and named it Constantinople. For nearly a millennium, Constantinople served as the bastion of human civilization, uncontested by any other civilization until the advent of Islam. For almost 1,000 years, Constantinople remained the cradle of civilization. Interestingly, our prophecies predicted the recapture of Constantinople, although many centuries have passed and we hardly ponder over this fact. One of the most significant episodes in recorded human history is the conquest of Constantinople in 1453. Sadly, this monumental event often goes unnoticed or taken for granted, with most of our children having little knowledge about it. However, in reality, this was a cataclysmic and seismic disruption that occurred in medieval history, marking the end of the Roman Empire and the triumph of Islam over the Byzantine and Roman empires. Eventually, the Muslim Ummah conquered Constantinople, but the desire for conquest dates back to the time of Sahaba, with early expeditions led by Mahalia, and even I will burn Ansari passed away outside Constantinople. Throughout history, there were numerous attempts to conquer Constantinople, but it was Suleiman Fatih, also known as Muhammad II, or the Turkish called Muhammad, who finally achieved victory in 1453. He transformed Constantinople into Istanbul, which is its modern-day name. When you visit Istanbul today, you can witness the awe-inspiring Hagia Sophia or Hagia Sophia, a testament to the brilliance of human intellect. It's remarkable to consider that this building predates the birth of our beloved Prophet. Interestingly, the hadiths speak of a miraculous conquest with no bloodshed, unlike the bloody battle that led to the fall of Constantinople in 1453. But the exact timing and circumstances remain uncertain. In one hadith, the Prophet, peace be upon him, mentions a city that divides the land and water, likely referring to Constantinople, reinforcing the significance of this place. Another hadith in Sahih Muslim speaks of 70,000 Bani Ishaq conquering Constantinople without weapons, using takbir, causing the walls to fall. As we analyze these hadiths, it becomes reasonable to conclude that the armies of the Mahdi will engage in multiple battles worldwide. Among them, the final confrontation will be the Battle of the Conquest of Constantinople. In this miraculous battle, the walls will fall without combat, paving the way for a unique victory. Later, the Dajjal's deception and the return of Isa will follow. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said about the conquest of Constantinople, "The hour will not come until the furthest border of the Muslims will be in Bula." Then he said, "O Ali," Ali said, "May my father and mother be sacrificed for you." The Prophet said, "You will fight the Romans, and those who come after you will fight them until the best people among the Muslims, the people of Al-Hijaz, will go out to fight them, fearing nothing but Allah. They will conquer Constantinople with tasbih and takbir, saying Subhanallah and Allahu Akbar." This hadith tells us about something Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said about what will happen to the Muslim community in the future. In this hadith, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, says that the Day of Judgment or the end of the world won't happen until Muslims control the place called Bula. We don't know exactly where Bula is because it's not mentioned in other stories. Then Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, talks to Ali, who is one of his closest friends and the fourth leader of Islam after him. He tells Ali and his followers that they will have a conflict with the Romans. The fighting with the Romans will continue even after Ali's time, and later on, the best Muslims, especially the people living in Al-Hijaz, the area where Mecca and Medina are located, will rise to fight the Romans. It further says that the people of Al-Hijaz will be full of faith and trust in Allah. They won't be afraid to fight the Romans because they believe Allah is on their side. With their strong devotion and reliance on Allah, they will be able to conquer Constantinople, which was the capital of the Byzantine Empire. Mu'adh ibn Jabal narrated that Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, further said in another hadith while relating conquest of Constantinople with the Day of Judgment. The building of Bayt al-Maqdis in Jerusalem will be followed by the destruction of Yathrib, Medina, which will be followed by the conquest of Constantinople, which will be followed by the appearance of the Dajjal. Then he put his hand on the thigh or the shoulder of the one with whom he was speaking, and said, "This is as true as the fact that you are here, or as true as you are sitting here." The identity of the Bani Ishaq remains debatable, with interpretations pointing to either the Romans or the descendants of the Yahud. Regardless, the future events hold great significance and await divine unfolding. Only Allah has the ultimate knowledge. The scholars have suggested, but the protagonist strongly disagrees, that there might be a mistake in the narration, claiming that the Prophet, peace be upon him, said Bani Ishaq instead of Bani Ishaq, deeming such an error highly improbable. The term Bani Ishaq is exceptionally rare and never appears in any hadith. It should be Bani Ishaq. Nevertheless, it is essential to consider that the Arabic expression for 70,000 is not to be taken literally. It represents a rough estimate, similar to how a dozen or 100 is used in English. In Arabic, 70,000 signifies an approximate number, perhaps around 100,000 or 50,000. Thus, the Prophet, peace be upon him, indicates that around 70,000 converts will play a crucial role in the conquest of Constantinople, not the born Muslims. These converts dedicated to the truth will be blessed by Allah, and their collective takbir will cause the city's walls to crumble, paving the way for the conquest of Constantinople. The conquest of Constantinople remains an enduring legacy of human history, etched with both triumph and controversy. The prophecies of its recapture and the enigmatic role of the Bani Ishaq continues to captivate minds, sparking debate among scholars and enthusiasts alike. As we navigate the intricate tapestry of historical accounts and hadiths, one thing remains certain: the significance of this event reverberates through the annals of time. The conquest of Constantinople serves as a testament to human determination, faith, and divine intervention, and reminds us of the ever-unfolding divine plan in the history of Turkey. Despite the passage of centuries, the allure of this momentous event endures, reminding us of the ever-unfolding divine plan and the mysteries yet to be unveiled. Ultimately, it remains uncertain, and only Allah knows the absolute truth. While the protagonist is inclined towards Constantinople, other interpretations cannot be discounted, and one must defer to Allah's wisdom in this matter. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel if you want more insight about the Islamic information.